and welcome back to episode 3 of Hearthstone Pissed Off News.
Today I'm going to be covering, looks like, 4 topics that I came up with. Now I decided I'd only make a video every now and then because there's not enough important stuff going on in Hearthstone for me to be just slamming out a video every day. Nobody wants to see me play any of the current decks because the meta is terrible shit. We can all agree on that. Some YouTube sensations like to make 2 videos a day about shitty arena runs. That's not me. There's probably just me and like 2 other people on the internet that make Hearthstone videos, so I know you're waiting in anticipation for your latest dose of Hearthstone news, so I'm going to bring it here to you today. So let's get right into the topics that we want to talk about tonight. Now, I promise we're going to get back to actually playing the game soon, but no sooner than the next expansion comes out. So, from here on, we're going to be doing Pissed Off News, we're going to be doing card reviews, and shenanigans, maybe. So, topic number 1 is the Ice Cream Citadel. Now, Blizzard decided to put out a post like a week ago saying that, they said, don't worry, we're not going to meme up the Lich King. We're not going to meme up the Lich King.
Lord of the Scourge, master of the dead, and proprietor of dozens of delicious flavors.
Now, their use of the word meme is kind of like, if you remember, like back in the day, like when you were a kid, like adults trying to be like, don't worry kids, we can be hip and cool too. You know, like they completely have no idea what the fucking word meme even means. They don't even know what a meme is. I think they just mean that that's like what millennials think the word joking is. You know, they think that meme just equals joking. We're not going to be joking around with the Lich King, is what they meant. They're not going to actually put like the Lich King out there with fucking, you know, actual memes. They haven't used any memes. You know, I guess they're saying they're going to create new memes. Nobody is carrying on with any Hearthstone style memes whatsoever. So they said they weren't going to meme up the Lich King, but what they did is they went ahead and they memed up the Lich King. You know, Blizzard's memeing. They fucked around with the Lich King's badass persona that we are all, you know, familiar with. They put him in this stupid ass skit with Ben Brode where he's applying for a job and he doesn't get the job. Ben Brode's like, oh, you're not qualified for the job, and the Lich King's like, oh, blah blah blah, and it's just fucking hard to watch. It's hard to watch. And then they posted something on Hearthstone about how the Lich King's taking over Tempo Storm. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about that? You know? Why even, who is taking the time out of their day to write these stupid posts? And then they make a commercial where the Lich King is taking ownership of an ice cream shop, an evil ice cream shop in California, and these 3 kids who have no idea what the fucking World of Warcraft is walk into the shop, and he says, oh, we have chocolate, and we have strawberry, and death, and Rocky Road. And I'm just like, dude, stop. You said you weren't going to meme up the fucking Lich King. Here you are, trying your fucking hardest to meme up the Lich King. Put an end to it, please. Enough with the fucking jokes. You know, I don't come and play Hearthstone because I'm looking for a hearty laugh. You know, I'm just trying to play a fucking card game. Can you leave the goddamn shitty comedy out of it, please? If you're gonna put comedy in it, research comedy first. Then do it. If you want to fucking do it. Just do it right. Or just fucking don't do it at all. Alright, next topic. Murlocs, Pirates, Jades. I recently, for this list, I added Inner Fire and Divine Spirit. Fucking Ice Block, man. Now, obviously, Murlocs, Pirates, and Jades, I feel like these 3 tribes should be looked at carefully. They should be nerfed correctly before the next expansion comes out, because it's going to ruin the next expansion if you can experiment with these new cards for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then the cream rises to the top, and all of a sudden it's Pirate Warrior, Jade Druid, and Murloc Paladin all over again. which I assume some or 1 or 2 extra decks will pop into the mix. But honestly, those 3 decks should just be killed off. Start a new meta, you know? Enough with the fucking Murlocs. Enough with them. Stop making Murloc cards. Try your hardest to do something about the shitty Murloc problem you already started. Don't keep shoveling more shit onto the fire, please. The Jades, they've been around long enough. Do something about that. Please, just delete Jade Idol. Just delete it. Don't change it. Just drag it out of your server, right into the trash can, and fucking forget it ever existed. Card needs to go away. Enter Fire and Divine Spirit have never really been a problem until recently when Shadow Visions started pulling them out like crazy. Now every faggot who has a hard-on for Dragon Priests is putting 2 copies of goddamn Divine Spirit, Enter Fire, and Shadow Visions in their deck. And before you know it, you have fucking 32 dragons on turn 5, one-hitting you, and it's just, it's unnecessary. It's fucking unnecessary. Those cards should, I don't know, be rotated at least. Enough of that shit, you know? It was like kind of fun to pull that shit off back in the day when it was actually hard to find those cards in your deck. But now that it's easy, like, please, enough of that. And enough Dragon Priest at all, actually. Just get rid of that whole bullshit. Let's get back into like the, you know, the Archony Shadow bullshit, you know, where you can fucking throw her out and do the I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The Shadow Priest stuff. I don't give a fuck about Priest, honestly. Kill them off if you want. It doesn't bother me. Fuck Priest. Anyways, so next topic we're talking about here is wild mode suffering. I did a whole video about wild mode being thought of on the back burners, and it's kind of disappointing because a lot of really awesome cards are in wild mode. A lot of cards that I like to play, but unfortunately a lot of shitty broken metas from the past, instead of being fixed, get shoveled into wild mode where they live on forever. And it's a problem. It's a problem. Mainly, I mean, I know I'm just speaking for myself here, but I play wild almost exclusively. I still like to tinker with the Reno Jackson decks. I like to tinker with Death Rattle cards in general. The Zoth decks, you know, a lot of good Death Rattle cards are in wild mode. Sludge Belcher, Sylvanas, all that sort of shit. So I play wild mode way more than I play standard mode. I have a lot more fun in wild mode. It's just a lot of the time wild mode gets full of this, you know, this cancerous shit from the past. You know, Secret Paladin or just Murlocs in general. They're not even a thing from the past, but Murlocs are fucking they're cancer. You know, just all the past methods. Sometimes you run into fucking mid-range shaman. Just shit that like they should have nerfed, but they were like, well, let's just wait for the clock to run to 0 until we can rotate them and just forget about that problem altogether. People will stop complaining. Everyone will just play standard mode. Everyone will just play standard mode. That's not true. I don't really play standard mode at all. I play it once I get to like rank 10 or 9 or whatever in wild mode, and I don't feel like playing my fun decks against tryhards and losing constantly. Because I mean, I could fucking play a meta deck and get to legend. I've done it before. It's not a big deal. It's not fun. That's the problem. I like to play this game to have fun. So then I'll switch to standard mode to start playing against people who are playing like either bullshit decks, or I don't really want to play against new guys, but I want to play against people who are playing bullshit decks too. You know what I'm saying? But I call them bullshit decks because they're like what an actual fun card game deck looks like, but you have to realize that they're tier 3 or lower because the good decks are fucking full of Murlocs or Pirates or something awful that you wouldn't want to play in the first place. So anyways, wild mode, I think they should just patch it constantly balancing things, constantly changing things, make it like League of Legends where they fucking they balance champions like frequently to make the game interesting. They keep the game interesting without adding tons of content, and that's the way you do it. Anyways, the next topic is changes in the future. So after the end of this Fire Festival, they're going to be starting the Frost Festival, where you will get 3 free arena runs, 1 free arena one per week, and if you get 3, you don't have to get 3 victories. You just have to play 3 games, which you're going to play 3 games regardless. You lose 3 games, you win, right? You get a free pack. But if you are somewhat competent, you will get a pretty decent amount of wins these next 3 weeks, because people getting free arena runs are going to be like, well, I guess I'm gonna do it, right? I mean, you get the free pack, so you're gonna be playing a lot against a lot of people who are not familiar with Arena. And I'm no Arena expert, but I've gotten, you know, a solid 5, 6, 7, 12 win runs, so I'm no slouch either. So I will take full advantage of this, as much as everyone should be taking full advantage of this, because you're gonna be slaying it. You're gonna be getting easy 6, 7 wins against fucking scrubs. It's a perfect time to stock up on gold. And Blizzard knows this. They're being generous. It's great. It's good. I'm happy they're doing that. I'm happy about the Fires Festival with the double gold every day too. I've been slaying it. I got like 4,000 gold or something like that, which I know isn't amazing, but it's more than a lot of you shitheads have. So, anyways, another good thing for changes in the future is Ice Block is being talked about. They're talking about rotating it to Standard, which is it's a start. Not really though, because I play Wild Mode quite a bit. They should really just nerf that card. But rotating out of Standard, step in the right direction. I'm proud of you. Anyways, Prep, Innervate, Malagas, thinking about being nerfed, basically, which means they will be nerfed, because Blizzard doesn't talk about cards unless they are going to be fucked. So, I don't really think it's a great idea that any of those cards get nerfed. I think all those cards are fine, to an extent. I think Prep is fine. The only time I ever had a problem with Prep is when Quest Rogue was around, and you could just prep that fucking quest. There was a problem, but I haven't seen a Quest Rogue since they nerfed it, and that's pretty cool. I think it's a staple in the Rogue deck. It shouldn't be fucked around with. But Innervate also can be troublesome. But it also opens the doors for cool decks where you just like fill your deck with like 20 big ass legendaries and then ramp cards, and you know the deck doesn't have a high win rate. It's just fun to play. So to fuck with it, I don't know. Innervate has never been the problem. The real problem with Druids ever is Savage Rar. The aggro decks, Savage Rar. I mean, Jade Idol is a huge problem, but that's a new problem, and that should be fucked too. Fuck that. They should get rid of Jade Idol and Savage Rar. This should just go away. Those are bad cards. This is bad for the game. Bad. Malagas, no reason, or Malagos, however you want to pronounce it, I don't give a shit. Alright, don't correct me, fuck you. Malagas, fine. It's fine. It's fine. It costs 9 fucking mana. The only time it can be exploited is if you Emperor Thoris on the shit out of it, or if you pull it out with, like, Ancestor's Call, and if you are, good for you. Those are cool decks, you know what I'm saying? Leave Malagas alone. Maybe in Tavern Brawls where Malagos, Meligas can be manipulated to come out quickly and do tons of damage or whatever. Just don't put it in the Tavern Brawl. Ban a couple cards. When you make a Tavern Brawl and you know that a couple cards are obviously going to be a problem, don't allow them to be chosen. It's that fucking easy. No one's going to get upset about it. It's just Tavern Brawl. It's better off that you make it balanced and fun than just like have like this one deck that everybody builds by the second or third day and just ruins every second of it. You know what I'm saying? Just use your fucking noggins, Blizzard, just a little bit. Just try to do that. Finally, they're talking about Charge seeing some nerfs, which is great. I'm totally on board for that. Hopefully they take that in a good direction. I think Charge should honestly start at Leroy Jenkins and end at Grom Hellscream. It should not go any lower in mana cost. And if it is going lower, it should be like shit tier, like 1 damage, 4 health with taunt, charge minion for 3 mana, you know? Or 4 mana, whatever. Something shitty, you know? None of this 4 mana, 4/3 charge, Corcoran Elite shit. None of this fucking, the Murlocs charge, you know? The Murlocs would charge, dude. Fuck that. It's not fun, right? It's not fun. Stone Tusk Boar. Ben Brode says himself, the card he worries most about when making changes to this game is Stone Tusk Boar.
Why don't you fucking delete it?
Why don't you do that, Ben Brode? Why don't you just get rid of the fucking card? I don't know. Whatever. But anyways, that's been it. The next time you'll see me is on July 24th when they release a couple of cards to review, which I will totally review those fucking things. You better believe it. And I was gonna review this beer, but I didn't. It's whatever. It's Fuzzy Baby Ducks from Woodbridge, Connecticut. It's super good. Drink it. Drink it or be a faggot. You choose.